Are you undocumented and recently divorced from your U.S. citizen or lawful permanent resident spouse? You might be thinking that now there is no way to get your papers in order, but that is not necessarily true. My name is Ashley, and I'm an immigration attorney, and I have helped many people like you get their papers in order even though they are divorced from their spouse who has lawful status. Using a law called the Violence Against Women Act, also known as VAWA, it is often possible for an immigrant to receive a work permit and, in some cases, their green card if they are filing the case within 2 years of their divorce. If you are divorced because your spouse mistreated you, this video is for you. VAWA is for immigrants who have been abused or suffered certain types of severe mistreatment, also called extreme cruelty, in their marriage. The mistreatment can be psychological, verbal, emotional, financial, or physical. But please know that physical abuse and having a police report are not required to qualify for VAWA. I have won many VAWA cases for people who have experienced emotional, verbal, and psychological abuse without any physical abuse. Because unfortunately, these are the most common forms of abuse that many immigrants don't really think counts because it's not physical. Examples of emotional and psychological abuse are if your spouse has ever threatened to call immigration on you during an argument, if they have ever threatened to take your children away because you are undocumented, if they've ever told you that it's your fault that they are mistreating you so that you feel guilty and like you've done something wrong, if they have prevented you from having contact with your family or friends. Other examples are if your spouse often checked your phone to see who you were talking to, or they demanded your passwords, or they always needed to know where you were and who you were with. This is controlling behavior that could qualify you for VAWA. And these are just some examples out of many. Every case is unique. You're also going to need to show that you and your spouse were married in good faith, which means that you did not get married just so that you could get your papers. And finally, you're going to need to have good moral character and show that you lived at the same address with your spouse at some point in the past. When you apply for VAWA, your ex-spouse does not know about it. The entire case is confidential between you, your lawyer, and immigration. Immigration is not going to contact your ex-spouse about your case. Whether you can get a work permit or your green card through VAWA, it depends on your immigration history. If you divorced your spouse within the last 2 years and you have experienced any form of mistreatment in your marriage, please call me today to set up a consultation so I can see if you might qualify for VAWA in order to get either your work permit or possibly even your green card. I look forward to seeing how I might help you turn a negative situation into something positive.